Good morning, Utah. 7:11 here on this Monday morning, this first day of spring, but Mother Nature bringing in another cold front as we go through today. This is one of a few storm systems that we're going to see as we go throughout this week. So we're looking at a cold front in the northwestern portion of the state currently, but there are more dynamics behind this cold front. You can see a batch of showers, mainly snow showers, in northeast Nevada. That's eventually going to find its way towards us as well. But as we go on a quick radar tour across the state, you'll see that we are seeing valley rain and mountain snow, even along the Wasatch Front. Looks like we're getting rain shadowed a little bit in the Salt Lake Valley, but there's still a chance that we're going to see some more rain after seeing some rain in the overnight, while as you get into our canyons and the Wasatch back and definitely in the mountains, seeing times of snow. Isolated activity in the eastern portion of the state. We saw a decent amount of rain in the overnight hours in Moab. Looks like we saw a little bit of snow in the Uinta Basin. Meanwhile, as we make our way down into southwestern Utah, we do have some rain showers in the lower portions of Kane County and Washington County. But as you make your way up towards Bryan Head and Penguich, we are seeing times of snow with more moisture coming in from the southwest. So if your drive is long enough this morning, chances are you're probably going to run into some slippery conditions. So we're watching that cold front moving through the northwestern portion of the state currently. But you can see this little dip right here. That's an upper level trough that's going to be working its way in, and that's what's developing these showers you see in northeast Nevada, which will eventually find its way in our direction. But plenty of moisture across the western United States, and we're going to see a pretty good chance for wet weather across the state for today. And with the dynamics of that trough, there's also going to be the potential for some thunderstorms today, really across the entire state. So we'll be looking out for that as we go from this morning into the afternoon. And the best chance for seeing thunderstorms will mainly be during this afternoon, during the peak daytime heating, even though temperatures will come in below our seasonal averages. In the mountains, expecting times of heavy snow, expecting 1 to 2 feet for our northern mountains. Meanwhile, we could see 8 to 16 for the western Uintas, the La Salle and Abajos. Meanwhile, the central and southern mountains could pick up between 10 and 20. These winter storm warnings are currently in effect. They'll continue through at least this evening. And then once we get into our Tuesday, winter storm watches will go into effect for all these same mountain ranges and will continue through Wednesday. So we have another storm system on this particular storm system's heel. So again, generally 1 to 2 feet with this storm, locally higher amounts possible. Strong winds also expected, and snow levels between 6,000 and 8,000 feet through today, with it being closer to 6,000 to 7,000 feet up north and closer to 7,000 to 8,000 feet down in the southern portion of the state. Let's go and begin the Futurecast. 8 o'clock this morning, and the Futurecast is doing a pretty good job showing what we're currently seeing out there now. But notice as we get into the afternoon, that chance for wet weather really ramps up as the dynamics of that upper level trough work its way in. And from midday today through the early stretch of the afternoon, a good chance for wet weather no matter where you are across the state. Mainly valley rain and mountain snow. We'll hold on to that chance through the early stretch of the evening as the cold front continues to move from west to east. I think the wet weather will calm down slightly as we go into tonight, but you'll even see at 8 o'clock isolated shower activity possible up north, scattered activity possible down south. During the overnight hours, isolated shower activity possible with the best chance down in southern Utah. Then from tomorrow morning into the afternoon, we're really going to see our next system work its way, and it's going to start first in southern Utah. So tomorrow morning could be very slippery, especially along and south of the I-70 corridor, before a warm front drags this moisture northward. Then we'll be looking at good wet weather potential across the state once again as we go throughout the second half of Tuesday through early on Wednesday, holding on to scattered activity more or less throughout the day on Wednesday. And then we could see some wraparound moisture going into our Thursday. It's a lot to keep track of, and once we get the system on Wednesday with that cold front moving through, those snow levels could begin to drop, and some of our typically colder valleys especially could see possibly some accumulations. But the snow potential through tonight, mainly expecting that up in our mountains. But as we go into our Wednesday, notice that even some of the valleys, including along the Wasatch Front, some minor accumulations going to be a possibility, with more snow expected, especially for the southern mountains where it could be quite heavy at times. But really, most of our mountains could see times of heavy snow going through our Wednesday. Here's the current view in Bryce Canyon. Some foggy conditions after seeing some rain and snow during the overnight, and wet streets at Utah State University in Logan, where it's currently sitting at 33 degrees. And as that moisture moves in, more likely to see snow. Meanwhile, 42 in Salt Lake. With us, that moisture moves in, most likely to see rain. And we're sitting at 44 degrees in St. George. Daytime highs generally in the 30s and 40s up north, mid to upper 40s for the Wasatch Front, mid to upper 30s for the Wasatch back, 45 in Cedar City, and a daytime high of 59 in St. George. And we'll also have that chance for a few thunderstorms, and we're going to hold on to the chance for mainly rain showers in St. George through the middle of the week, but the chance will gradually begin to go down by the second half of the week into the upcoming weekend. Then along the Wasatch Front, daytime highs will also be trending downwards. Rain late for our Tuesday as that next system works its way in, then the chance for rain and snow showers Wednesday, Thursday into Friday, then holding on to a slight chance as we go into this weekend with daytime highs closer to 15 to 20 degrees below our seasonal average. So we have those slippery conditions out there this morning. Sarah, what are the roads looking like?